Hey, I don't know about you, but the crowds stress me out. Ugh, enough of that. Let's try something else. Ah, there we go, much better. So that was Shikoku. It's home to Japan's oldest onsen, some whirlpools, and most famously, the 88 temple pilgrimage to reach enlightenment. The countryside is beautiful, and it's definitely worth it to go there. But that's the next big question. How do we get there? So let me pull up a map. So Japan is made out of 4 huge islands: Honshu, Kyushu, Hokkaido, and last but not least, Shikoku. Shikoku means the 4 kingdoms, and it has 4 prefectures, which are Ehime, Kochi, Kagawa, and Tokushima. Each prefecture has an airport that has a direct flight from Haneda Airport in Tokyo, and there are many flights that fly from Tokyo to Shikoku daily, so it's a piece of cake getting over here. Or, if you are thinking about trains, I think you've probably heard of this pass. This is the Japan Rail Pass, and it will give you access to all of Japan via the really famous Shinkansen bullet trains and the JR lines. If you decide on getting to Shikoku via train, then you have to get to Okayama Station, which will take you from the main island of Honshu into Shikoku. And once you are in Shikoku, you have some options. You can either stick with the Japan Rail Pass and use the JR lines within Shikoku, or you can opt for the ALL Shikoku Rail Pass, which will give you access not only to the JR lines within Shikoku, but to the private rails in Shikoku as well. So you can go deeper into cities like Dogo Onsen in Matsuyama City, or Kotahirogu Shrine, which has really famous stone steps. The pass is not only used for trains, but it can also give you ferry access to islands like Shodoshima Island. For those that want to include Shikoku into their overall Japan trip, meaning that you would also like to make some time to either go to other regions in Japan, such as Kyushu, which is home to Fukuoka and Nagasaki prefectures, or the Chukoku region, which is Hiroshima and Yamaguchi prefectures, I would suggest the Japan Rail Pass. However, if you want to spend more time in Shikoku, then by all means, grab a plane from Tokyo and go to any of the prefectures in Shikoku and go for the ALL Shikoku Rail Pass. I know that was a lot of information, so I have it all here for you. Pause to jot it down. I put links on how to buy the Japan Rail Pass and the ALL Shikoku Rail Pass in the description below. So if you're interested, please check those out. So we've talked a lot about how to get to Shikoku, but let's shift gears and let me show you some awesome places and things to do while you're there. Here is my Shikoku top 6. Go. First, let's start off with Dogo Onsen. While there is a main ryokan called Dogo Onsen is actually the name of the hot springs town where lots and lots of hot springs are. Ehime Prefecture is where Dogo Onsen is located and is super famous for tangerines. Some of the onsen here even have tangerine on tap. Totally something that you'd have to try firsthand. Next, Ritsurin Garden. Believe it or not, this famous garden took 100 years to complete. You can ride boats on its many ponds and even have tea. The garden embodies the Japanese concept of Ippo Ike, meaning one step, one view, where the landscape changes beautifully with each step. Definitely a place to visit while you're in Kagawa. The Naruto Whirlpools. These massive whirlpools are usually the first things people see when they enter Shikoku via Tokushima, and they are intense. There's actually a boat tour that takes you closer to see the whirlpools. I don't know about you, but I'm up for seeing a whirlpool close up. The Nyodo River. Located in Kochi, this river is super famous for its blue waters, even having the color named as Nyodo Blue. Personally, there is a canyoning tour that I love here. There are so many adventure activities on this river, which is a must-go spot to any and all adventure lovers out there. Next, probably the most famous thing to do in Shikoku, the Ohenro, the 88 temple pilgrimage. The island of Shikoku has 88 temples scattered within, and those who undertake the pilgrimage go to, or try to, go to all 88 temples with the goal of spiritual awakening and self-discovery. 1200 years ago, a monk called Kukai was the origin of this pilgrimage, and he did it on foot, which took him about 2 months. But nowadays, people can use bikes, public transport, and cars, which can shorten up the pilgrimage to around 10 to 14 days. And last but not least, the castles of Shikoku. Shikoku is quite known for its castles, being the only region in Japan to have the most number of original castles from the samurai era, aka the Edo era, from the picturesque Marugame and Kochi castles to the famous Matsuyama Castle. Shikoku is no doubt a place where history buffs and samurai fans should go. So that's it. How to get away from all the crowds and how to reach Shikoku, an amazing place to visit and to experience an authentic Japan and all the nature that lies hidden within. And don't forget, I've put links on how to get the Japan Rail Pass and the ALL Shikoku Rail Pass in the description below. So if you're interested, give a look. And if you need any information on Shikoku at all, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye.